A train reactor spitting fire. The NFT analyzer, diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From new mint coins to tokens, he's got all the intel. Web3 wizardry to show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital magician, unveiling secrets of the blockchain with precision. Wild stories from the web, he's always in the know. Crypto community, vibing where the treasures blow. Web3 wonders, chain
Yo, good morning, guys.
wonders on the scene.
All right, I might have just screwed up the intro. I think I'm live everywhere I'm supposed to be. I think. If I'm not, sorry. Look, I don't aim for perfection here. I aim for consistent. I don't know. We just show up every day and we do the damn thing. We get the job done. Oh, that's what it is. We just get the job done one way or another. And we fuck up along the way and we learn from our mistakes. I certainly hope at the very least. But, man, good to be with you guys this Friday. It's February 28th, last day of the month, I think. And on pace for, oh, boy, hurts to say. Actually, I don't care. But maybe the worst performing month for Bitcoin, maybe ever, certainly the worst February for Bitcoin. I'm going to look for a chart at some point during the show, but it might be, it's the worst performing February. I think for Ethereum, I'm pretty damn sure for Bitcoin. If it was yesterday, well, it's even deeper and darker today. And who cares? I'm curious if it's the worst performing month if we finish around here, and it might be. It's we're down pretty darn bad, and I'll say it yet again, whatever, not going anywhere. All right, guys, smash the like on the show and drop comments, all that stuff. If you like the show, if it's helpful, if you enjoy it, those comments really help a lot. Again, the likes really help a lot. It pushes it in the algo, which is. It's what we need, bro. We're going to make a big old push here. I'm going to push so fucking hard on Abstract. Very specifically over there. And so I'm dropping a link to Abstract for you guys who are not over there yet. You should get over there. China, it's Friday. It might be. It might be. It's brutal out there. By the way, it's, good morning to you, China. Gus, good morning. Christian, good morning. E-Rock, GM's the Yank. GMs over on Abstract, Dead and Cats, and a few others watching over there. Diank, thank you for the Pengu, man. Dude, we're having an interesting chat over on Abstract, a little pre-stream chat. And, it's just rough out there, even in the quality stuff. You just you just never know. You never know with any of this stuff. All the belief in the world and, you've done your due diligence and research, and then conviction takes, and you never know. Some of this stuff, some of this stuff can just go bye-bye overnight. All right. Now, I'm thinking of something specific. We're not talking about it today, but I'm sure we'll talk about it next week here. For now, let's get into the show. Again, hit the like across the board wherever you're watching. Make sure you subscribe here to SlamX Official, though, in case you missed the live streams. You can go back and catch the replays right over here. That includes the new afternoon show called The Swarm Report. Really fun show yesterday, too, by the way. Got to talk about an upgrade to ChatGPT and Grok and Microsoft's, what is it, Copilot, something like that. Just fun. I'm learning a lot about AI because of that show, which is great because we were already pretty deep and ahead of the curve with AI, even more so now, which is great. Christian, a 13% rebound in Sol. Wow, good shit. And Enfog, good morning. All right, Prince is here. Good morning, bro. Thank you very much, man. Hope you're doing great. Thank you for that. Also, make sure you follow us at CryptoSlam. It's CryptoSlam.io. That's over on X. We got a Spaces coming up today. I'll get to that in a second, but tune into that. That should be a lot of fun. SlamAI_XYZ. Of course, we're cooking. We're cooking, and we got these things coming, and they're coming very soon. I'm going to stop telling you when the announcement is coming. It might be today, but I'm going to stop telling you when because I don't know. I just know it's in the few days. And you'll get why you get the tease of announcement and then it doesn't come. There's names involved, and it's not all like there's just things that got to line up, which is cool. Our flagship AI agent, that's the Swarm. Smart motherfucker. Gonna be needed by honestly all these agents. Doesn't matter what chain, whatever. They need it. They need the data. You know what? The agents need a quant. There you go. The quant. That's it. The Swarm is the quant of agents. Going to be pretty wild there. Actually, Kindred had an announcement today. I want to make sure to get to that later. You can follow me at Hudah_idiot. God, Anthony's going to kill me. I'm taking my time getting into it. And then finally, here we go. Space is coming up here in 2.5 hours. This is with Canaan Ventures. Remember, we had announced this partnership between Canaan Ventures and Slam AI. Crypto Slam data is going to be powering this AI ecosystem. Insights, alpha, portfolio management. Like the future of trading is AI. It is. Whether they're trading autonomously or they're helping traders make better decisions, it's data that's going to power this stuff. Canaan's doing that. We're helping them power it. Exciting stuff, man. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, tune into that. Also, we got Caleb Soul that'll be on that show. Randy will be there too. It'll be a really awesome chat. Really looking forward to that. All right, let's get into it, guys. Big announcement yesterday, if you can call it an announcement. I guess it was. It's a statement from the SEC, who's been our best fucking friend lately. I love those guys. How about that about face? Going from being our enemy here. And E-Rock, dude, thank you very much, man. Very kind of you. But they go from being like our mortal enemy, the SEC. There's almost nobody we hate more, and I don't use that word lightly. I don't have much hate in my heart. But those guys, yeah, I did. Yeah, I absolutely looked at the SEC like our enemy. Not out here to protect us, out here to harm us. And that's all changed recently. Coinbase, Robinhood, OpenSea. You'll see another one today, but ending these lawsuits. And then yesterday coming out with some great clarity here on meme coins. This is excellent. When I talked to Nate Geraci, look, his thoughts on meme coins basically echo what the SEC is saying, which is they're not securities. In fact, most of them are not securities under federal law. Man, that's what we need is more of that clarification. Because look, I've launched a meme coin. I did it via an agent, right? Hudah AI. And it comes with a token. And I'll, being just totally honest, part of me when I did that is like, okay, technically, I don't think that's legal. Technically, I opened myself up. And I know it's small. It doesn't matter. But that fear is there with anybody who did launch a coin or didn't launch a coin because they were worried about it because it was a problem before. Now, much more officially, it's not. Most of these meme coins are collectibles. They're not securities. And I'll tell you, man, launch a meme coin. You should. Don't worry about the value of it. If you can drive value to the thing, the price goes up. Launch a coin. Get this. Treat it like a collectible. I like to mint NFTs at significant events. I like to mint NFTs just to have them because then I can do whatever I want with them. When I first got into space, some of you might have one, by the way, but when I first got into space, I minted an NFT, and I believe like 5 or 10 editions, and all I've done with it is just send it to friends. And again, it's only 10 in my entire life here on chain. I have 10 of these to give away. Some of you might have one though. I don't remember. If you guys have one, let me know. It's the FERC. Any of you guys got that FERC NFT? Maybe one or two of you actually have that. And man, it's just build something in your little world, in your ecosystem to do something with when you want. I will find a way always to drive something, access value, whatever, to anybody who's got a FERC. If you got it, that's like a we've been riding together for a long time. Katz has one, exactly. Dead, do you have one? Dead, if you do not have one, you have to have one. Cass has one. And that's the thing. It's just, man, it's a forever thing. It is what it is. Lord, thank you, man. Really, really appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Do it. Launch a meme coin. Do whatever with it. Hand it out to your buddies. No expectations, value, whatever, but build it. Just do it. Anyway, you can now. There you go. There's a long way of just saying, hey, do whatever you can. It's not illegal. Some will be. Some of them will be still, which is great. Libra's going to be a problem. Yeah, Libra is going to be a problem. Libra, it wasn't a meme coin. It was a business fund. That's a perfect way to put it. It was funding businesses in Argentina. That's not a meme coin. That's a security. That Libra token's a security for sure. Thank you for the Pengu, sir. Now, look, that's good news, and we're past the days of good news meaning, equaling price go up, right? Where like it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen now, and I'll tell you, I got a lot of thoughts on this. We're going to come up to that. I have a lot of thoughts on why that's happening, why good news doesn't send the market and bad news doesn't always tank the market either. It's just, it seems to be moving kind of on its own, although what we're seeing in the market now has a lot to do with inflation and of course, it has to do with these tariffs. The tariffs really, I think, is the thing driving this here. But Michael Saylor, I love this guy, dude. Sell a kidney if you must, but keep the Bitcoin. I feel like that right now. I'm trying to find funds anywhere, and I'm like, I can't part with any of it. I'd rather disconnect my power in the house and turn off the gas. I'd rather not pay essential bills than sell anything I have. It's so reckless, and but it is what it is. It is what it is. What the fuck ever. I'm not selling anything, because especially when you look at this, the fear greed index, people afraid, man. People scared. Look at that, down at 21. It got as low as 10. People are afraid, and even with fear being down at 21, I mean, we got Bitcoin at 80K, and yes, I'm sorry guys, it is at 80K, and actually was in the 70s. Let's refresh because we might be there again. But you see right there, 80. Hey, look at the little pumpy pump in the last hour. Look at that. We're back, boys. 82K just about right now. Guys, we did get down, let's see, 78,000 per Bitcoin, which is a monster of a number. I don't know how you feel fuddy and are fearful with that. I'm telling you, this is when we're going to test the thesis of we got new type of buyers out there. We got people who value Bitcoin in a different way, and they already thought Bitcoin at 100K was worth buying. They did. You saw the ETFs, and I think they're especially going to think it's worth buying when it's on discount at 80K, 81, 82. Doesn't matter. Anything under 100K discount. I don't think we stay at low levels long. I don't think that's possible anymore. I don't. And if that's like a bold prediction, and I don't think it is, I think it's the new reality. I think Bitcoin, if it's in the 70s or 60s or however far it can fall, it can't live there long anymore. Everything is different. Too many people understand what's coming, and we might be witnessing that here. I'm not going to be shocked to see us in the 70s. And if we stay there for a couple days, maybe a week or two, not going to be shocked. And I think that's the extent of it. Nothing is going to surprise me. We got to check ETH. Let's check ETH and Sol. ETH 2100, I believe, got under 2000. Solana 140. Look at that bounce back up almost 5% in the past hour. This is great. The bottom could be in, could be, and maybe not. Here's the ETFs. 275 million outflows in the Bitcoin ETFs yesterday. Terrible week for the ETFs. 71 million outflows on the Ethereum ETFs. Did I tweet the show? I am all fucking over the place right now. Hang on. Let me double check. I was laying in bed last night, and hang on. I was laying in bed. You ever have those moments like a come to Jesus moment or whatever? Like you make a commitment to yourself. I'm sorry, I'm going here just out of nowhere, but I was laying in bed last night, and not quite in my feels. It wasn't that. But like motivation was kicking in, right? It was just motivation, knowing that like it's time to step on the gas in a different way. It's time to do the things I don't want to do, that I've been resisting, that is so stupid to not do. It hit me like this fucking motivation to stream more and tweet more and push, because you never know when that opportunity's gone, and goddamn, I'm not going to waste it. And dude, it hit me really hard yesterday. So I'm going to get better and more formal about sharing the links here and asking you guys to like them and do all that stuff. And I'm going to find a way to incentivize that too. Somehow, some way. I'm going to find a way to incentivize that for you guys. But I've said this before too. If I ever ask to like, retweet, whatever, and I won't ever ask to retweet. But anyway, the point is, I ask people to do that when I'm barely doing it, which is bullshit. So that's all going to change here. So I don't even know why I'm talking about that now, but it hit me last night, and I just thought of it right here, right now. It's time to step it up. That was it. Hang on, checking some comments. Choina. Could that be because Sol CME futures? What is that? I don't even know what that's. that's referencing. I'm curious. If you guys got more info about that, I'm curious. E-Rock. Hang on, there's more comments here. Heidi's, thank you, dude. Look, I like the show, and I think it's got tons of potential. I know that, right? Like, I'm pretty damn self-aware. It's not the best show out there, and it's way far from the worst. It's a solid show, and I know you guys that watch it like it, and I really fucking appreciate that. Like, it means so much. So I know it has all the potential in the world, and more time in to make this better by promoting it and doing the partnerships, as in getting the people on to chat. Like, that's what brings it to that next level, and I have to. If I blow that opportunity, man, that will be the biggest regret of my life if I don't push it. But it just streaming is not enough. It's like everything surrounding the streaming. E-Rock, if you have 1 Bitcoin, what ordinals would you buy? Oh man, let's talk. Actually, guys, I have to ask a question, like a heart to heart, because I think I have a scenario playing out where I've hinted at this. I want a prize. I want a node monk somewhere. Let me get to that. Let me hold that thought. But I want a node monk somewhere like almost a year ago, and I haven't gotten it. And I'm starting to realize I'm never going to get it. And I think I'm going to get very public and chatty about that. But I'm going to ask your guys' take on it. So, E-Rock, I'll come back to ordinals here, and I'm going to try to do this quick because I'd rather just shoot the shit on some stuff today. So, yeah, we'll get to that. Ronan, good morning. Yeah, guys, you are awesome. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you, guys. All right, let's get through this, and then we get to NFTs, and I will try to go quick because I want to chat. I need you guys help. All right, everybody's trying to analyze what the fuck is going on, and everybody's an expert, right? Of course, and I do the same thing. I pretend like I know. I don't know. I've got a good feel for what's actually happening. Yeah, I got rugged hard, Lord. I'm not happy about it too. It's a node monk. I don't like being fucked with. I'll tell you that. Like, I'm nice, and I do my best to be good and helpful and all that shit. I don't like being fucked with. And like, if I feel fucked with, or like I'm being manipulated or whatever, taken advantage of, dude, like most people, I got a side that's not so nice, and that triggers that shit. And a different version of me comes out, and sometimes I like that version. Like, that version doesn't fuck around. And I'll burn it all down. If you bring out that side, it's pretty destructive. It gets me in trouble. But he might be coming out. He might be coming out. Dead serious. All right, everybody playing expert here. Everybody's a fucking crypto wizard, TA extraordinaire. But here you go. I mean, Bitcoin looks awful right now, and I say that kind of kidding. It looks fucking fine. Pullbacks are so normal. They're so normal. Whoa. Christian Jensen, more breaking. Trump Group files trademark for Trump-branded metaverse, NFT, and crypto. Are you kidding, dude? He's probably not. Trump metaverse. I think that'd be cool as fuck if he is. Oh my God, he's not lying. Trump-branded metaverse, NFT, and crypto trade. Yes. God, dude, this is very good. This is not an oh no thing. This is fucking awesome. It's true. We want more people to come in. Guys, we need more people to come into NFTs. Especially, this is incredible. That's incredible news. Oh, man. That's incredible. And of course it's going to be garbage quality-wise, and yeah, I mean, it'll be grifty. But people coming in. That's awesome news. That's incredibly bullish news. Anyway, everybody's looking to read what's going on, why we're so low. And there are key levels. I don't think this is normal. As in, I think it's different this time. As in, I think the cycle is not like a typical cycle, clearly. So us even looking at previous support levels and resistance, like, it matters a little, but not really. It doesn't matter if you have new people that are about to rush in, like institutional money that's coming in. You know what I mean? Like state, nation level money that's coming in. Those levels don't mean shit. That was the levels we supported or resisted when it was so few of us here. Those levels mean nothing at some point here. And I do think that's part of what's happening here. Miles here saying that we're decorrelating from previous cycles. Yes, but I think, look, charts aren't magic. The charts don't move on their own. Charts are a reflection of us. That's all it is. It's a reflection of how we trade. And yes, we do trade in cycles. We do. It's why you can trade based on moon cycles. We've looked at that. That is a real thing. There's just something that happens in the air and we feel spendy all together at different times. We do. It's a real thing. It's the craziest stuff, but it's real. And we happen to have these 4-year cycles too. And if there's a decorrelation here all of a sudden, and if these don't just move on their own, what is it doing? Guys, just analyze yourself. Analyze what we're doing. Like, just use your own eyes and your senses and feel out what's happening. We don't have confidence to buy right now like we did those previous cycles, right? We have nothing but good news out there other than the kind of Terra stuff, some macro stuff. And we got stuff that kind of counters that, in my opinion. But the chart's just reflecting exactly what we're doing, sitting and waiting. And while we're sitting and waiting, everybody else is gaming the system, but we're sitting and waiting. We're all ready. We all want to do that thing, but with this time being so different, SEC, policy, regulations, all that, we're just trying to time this thing in a way that we're not being wasteful, that we don't put our money in and let these guys manipulate the market and wipe us out. We're waiting for the right time. And that's what everybody's doing, and that's why we're not seeing this thing happen. Those times in the past when we had that chart going straight up, traders didn't feel like they had to hold back. You didn't have this potentially mass adoption thing. It's bigger than that. It's hard to even say mass adoption. This changing of the way we do things, transact. You didn't have that, hanging over us, and it is now. It is now. It's literally just us sitting and waiting and fucking having to sell things at a loss and having to exit just to kind of survive. That's it. This is not a decoupling. This is just us not knowing enough. That's all it is. We know it's coming. We don't know when. And so we're just treading water until that happens. Make no mistake, man. It's coming. Now, while we wait, the market manipulation happens. Marty's right on with this stuff, man. He absolutely is. And Beanie's been talking about this too. These market makers and the exchanges are trading against us. They are. We've looked at Marty Party's liquidation levels, and look, they've wiped out like all the longs, and I think it's Binance specifically, wiped out all the Bitcoin longs. They did it. To the levels he had picked out, they're wiped out. I don't know what exchange this is on, by the way, or if this kind of like aggregates all of the top exchanges. No, this is actually Binance. So this is showing more longs that can be liquidated down here at 74 to 75 K, $3.3 billion worth. Meaning it shouldn't shock you if Binance dumps Bitcoin down to those levels to wipe those out. It shouldn't shock anybody. It's a whole freaking game here. Now, Binance denies all this stuff, specifically Solana, but they're saying other tokens too. They're denying what Marty's saying, and Marty's the one driving this narrative. Marty's on him, dude. I love that guy. What's up, boobs? Marty's on him, and he's making him respond, which is incredible. It is, but it's what Marty's been pointing out. Binance sending money to Wintermute dumping this shit. It's manipulated. It is. They're saying it's not. But, okay, I got to ask. Maybe we're connecting dots that don't need to be connected, but if you believe that those guys are manipulating the market, if you believe that, do you think some of those guys are also then insider trading? Like who? Jeremy, dude, thank you. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, who broke Crypto Moonship? There's a lot of people to blame. Okay, we know through Libra. That these guys insider trade. It's obvious, but we know more than ever. And if Wintermute or Binance or whoever is manipulating the market and dumping it to hit these different levels, would you be shocked if they're also trading other ways? Like, who knew to short ETH 3-4 days ago? Who knew? You guys remember the CryptoPunks? Remember those CryptoPunks that were, what happened? Those were sold under floor, and then somebody took this short position. It might be this one here. I don't think it is, but you remember that? Obviously, people are playing with insider info. Obviously. E-Rock, that's a good question. Is Boobs a dude? Is that Fen? I can't see the name, but thank you, man. Appreciate that. Okay, yeah, people are fucking with us here. And I don't like being fucked with. But there you go. This guy now, 75 million profit. That is cool. That's madness. Imagine the conviction you have to short ETH with that much money and still not be selling now. Like, what do these guys know, man? Who the fuck are we trading against? Dude, it's crazy stuff. Okay, now the flip side of that, and this is what has me pretty darn excited, is smart money is buying here right now at this level, and that doesn't mean that we don't go lower, but it means these guys are comfortable with this price, and they see plenty of upside here. A Bitfinex whale spoofy bought 4,000 Bitcoin yesterday. Actually, this might have been the 26th even, but 4,000 Bitcoin. And this guy's got this pattern, this history of buying at the bottom here. You can see 2022 after Luna and FTX, he bought 70,000 Bitcoin. And he did well on that. 2024, he bought 24,000 Bitcoin. Right? Like some of these guys, you know what? We've seen enough, and I think we all feel like if we had a lot of money, we'd probably be able to make money easier because it does work. You know, you don't have to worry about selling to cover life expenses. You just play like these guys are. Market dumps, you buy. Market pumps, you sell. That easy. It's literally that easy. And if you don't trade on leverage, it is literally that easy. I think what's harder for us is I think a lot of us have to sell. It's reckless, but some of us have to sell to, you know, probably pay some bills and, you know, for the little, like, you know, the little, like, extravagant things like taking your family out to dinner, like that. We sell for that stuff. Hopefully we're not selling because we got to pay rent and shit, but sometimes it happens. But those guys know how to trade. They know how to time this. It's very obvious, easy stuff. And this man, Spoofy, making those plays here. You do have guys questioning the Trump. Well, the thing. How much of this was bullshit, right? How much is he really going to pump the market? Like, what's the strategy here? I thought Stats' take here was actually interesting, saying he was talking to Spencer. This is a VC dude, right? Venture Spencer VC, Spencer, whatever. But saying that, like, maybe what's happening now, maybe this is actually interesting. I'm going to look a little deeper, but maybe what's happening now is like what we already saw was the Trump pump. That was it. I don't think it is, by the way. No part of me thinks that. No part of me thinks that that Trump pump, the pump we saw was the Trump pump. That's nothing. Spencer told me last night he already did the pump the markets arc. This is the get revenge and conquer territory. I don't disagree with that, as in Trump is playing a different game. I don't know what that game is. Again, I'm not some like macroeconomics guy, but there is something bigger going on here for sure. Like, okay, like the threat of tariffs, right? He does that to get his way with something else. The market is feels like fucked with, and it's a means to an ends. Somehow, some way. That's it. To me, that's what's happening here, that there is something coming, and I do think it's this shift to crypto. I don't know if that's given Trump too much credit, by the way. I don't know. Because I do know he's a grifter. I don't know. I don't think that was the pump, though. It was a pump, but I agree with like Matt Hogan that we're going to see Bitcoin 2x this year. I think the best part, I don't even think, guys, I know. I believe it. I know in my fucking soul the best part's still coming. And it's not even good. Man, we're going to sit back and laugh at how maybe we stressed a little bit during this time. We're going to laugh when it was so obvious what's coming. And, man, it is coming. Raoul Pal's putting out a video today. I can't wait for it. I think it's exactly what we need to hear at the right time. But showing that Solana here, this is back a couple days too, so it's even deeper, but 2 standard deviations oversold. And it's this chart right here. This is like what? What is this chart called? It's not like an estimated moving average or whatever, right? It's not that. One of you TA guys, do you know what this is called? But oversold. Like, it should follow this channel still. And it's probably pretty damn cheap right now. Doesn't mean it can't fall further. But it's looking solid. It is. Like, again, if you watch this stuff enough, you don't have to be a TA expert. You can have a like loose understanding of how this works and see that and understand what that means. It means it's pretty damn cheap right now. Coinbase stock here too, which I don't care about, but maybe it's a good metric. Maybe it is. But this is the biggest thing. This is the one thing I do understand, and we talk about it here, is global M2. Very simple, the money supply. How much money is in circulation out there? global, right? Again, not here in the States. We looked at one of these earlier this week, and it has this like 30-day offset. The price of Bitcoin correlated with the global money supply. And what we looked at was a 30-day lag for the price of Bitcoin. Raoul Pal uses a 10-week lag. But you can see how it follows. Black line is money supply, M2, and the red line is Bitcoin. And as you see the global M2 dipping, well, the Bitcoin price comes down with it. But there you see, it's heading up. Guys, it is that simple. It is. Without fucking fail, these charts line up. Without fail. Money supply up, more money in the markets. Price is coming back. Myself, yes. Cycle ain't over. 30% pullbacks happen around this time of the post-halving. And honestly, then the crazy part still comes. I'm curious with this M2 if that continues on or if that's where it peaks and then we dip again. I don't know. And that's the big old X factor here with Trump. I don't think we know, but we saw China with a stimulus putting more money in their economy. We might do the same. I know Trump is he doesn't control it, but he's trying to get rates lowered. It's going to be chaos. It's going to be chaos, but I know ultimately he's looking to have this market cooking, and I think he'll do it. And still, just to be consistent, the thing I'm most bullish on out of any of this is building here. That's it. If we build great products, we flourish. If we build cutting-edge products, we flourish. If this really is like the Industrial Revolution, but it's like the Internet Revolution, the on-chain revolution, man, it doesn't really matter what's going on out there. Like, we're about to enter this period of abundance. We are. This is not like wishful thinking and hopium or whatever. It is what's coming. You can thank AI for that. You can thank these developments in quantum computing, which Amazon just had a big breakthrough with a new quantum computing chip, right? Like, man, what's coming is wild. It is the future we're racing into here, man. And so the building that's going to happen is going to bring this. It should get the economy roaring, but crypto, man, what's coming is going to be something. Mice, relative strength index. Okay, a momentum indicator. Thank you, man. Yes, thank you. There we go. It's a reminder. Actually, this is actually formal. We heard from Brian Armstrong that the SEC is going to end their litigation against Coinbase. It's official now. As of yesterday, it's official. Over. And now these guys get to build and innovate in a way they couldn't, right? Like, Coinbase isn't just an exchange. I imagine they're ready and willing and able to build much, much, much more, and they couldn't. And, man, I think the boys are back. Thank you, Prince, dude. Thank you very much, dude. And we don't know what that looks like because it hasn't been allowed to happen for the past many, many years. Man, their hands were tied. Like the Kongs, hands tied behind their back, and they're not anymore. And that's what has me so fucking excited. And the same with Consensus. That's incredible news to hear. Same with them. Dismissing the securities enforcement case concerning MetaMask. Right? They were being accused of being like a broker dealer, right? And they're not. But that's what was happening, and they also couldn't build and innovate, and now they're gonna. Man, what's coming is going to be incredible, guys. Bitcoin at 70K is going to look silly when it's 500K and a million in 5 years. When we have $1 million Bitcoin in 5 years, we're going to look back and be like, God damn it, dude. I could have actually afforded one whole Bitcoin. You know what I mean? We would have been thinking like that. Arizona Strategic Digital Asset Reserve Bill passed the Senate. Now moving on to the House. We're getting very close to this stuff, guys. I know we had some setbacks this week. We're making some good progress here. Look at that. So Arizona, now moving on to the House. And Texas, their committee, they've got their, Senate Business and Commerce Committee. They passed their Strategic Bitcoin Reserve Bill. That now moves to the Senate and House there, too, to be voted on. Makes it out of the committee level, and then it needs to be voted on by both parties. Or both sides. Thank you guys for the Pangu, man. Really. Progress. And then I think we're getting NFTs here, but just last point, they still some of these assholes are still going to fight us. Some of them are still. Heidi's, dude, motherfucker. Thank you, dude. Wow. You guys are very generous. Appreciate it. Honestly, I'll tell you guys, I'm trying to save up the tips to buy a little Pudgy. Most of you know that watch regularly, but some don't. I had a little Pudgy, and I got it stolen like a year ago. Only time I've ever gotten got. I've never gotten got with anything. I'm very careful with my security practices, and I get up like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. to prep for the show. And one morning I get up, and I see I'm in a kind of fog, and I see Pudgy World that we knew was they were showing off all kinds of stuff, and I saw that it was live to go play. So I wasn't clicking on shit to go make money and trade and do whatever. I'm like, oh, let me hop in and see what else you could do, because I knew you could run around and that was it. I'm like, oh, maybe it's live and there's more to do here. And I click and I connect and whatever. And then 20 seconds later, I'm like, why did I connect my wallet? What the and I'm like, oh, fuck. And I knew, I knew. And so I go run over to my wallet, right? I go to OpenSea, I look, little Pudgy's gone. And luckily, that was it. That was fucking it. Now, that could have wrecked me. Could have set me to 0, and I got so fucking lucky there. Looked for any Pudgy assets, and it took that. That was it. So lost my little Pudgy a year ago. And definitely going to get one back. And I don't think I signed any approvals. I don't think that thing has access to my wallet. But whenever I get one, I'm going to keep it in a whole different wallet just to be safe. But that's the goal, working towards a little Pudgy. And they're 0.9 now. I'm actually considering, we'll do this when I get to NFTs, but I'm considering selling a bunch of stuff, whatever I have that's worth anything, to get one. I want it. Anyway, we talked yesterday, Democrats trying to introduce this bill to ban politicians from promoting meme coins and launching meme coins. Actually, I don't even want to listen to this. Anyway, they're really presenting their case. They're calling the Trump coin a rug. They're not right. They're not wrong. It's a typical meme coin. I think the Trump thing was actually relatively decent. I assume it had snipers and insider trading and all that shit. I assume that. But also there was good enough transparency. All the supply they hold locked up, although that's going to be unlocking soon. Got to be really careful with that Trump token right now. And then last point, then we get to the NFT stuff. There is a stablecoin war. We knew this. And it's going to get spicy. I don't know what it looks like when it gets spicy, but we know it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Circle and Tether fighting here over stablecoin regulations. Circle's pushing for mandatory registration of dollar-backed stablecoin issuers, and Tether doesn't want one, right? They're speculating that the U.S. could restrict treasury market access for international stablecoin issuers. To basically, the United States wants you to hold a certain kind of asset to back your stablecoin. And if you're overseas, the U.S. might say, well, you can't buy those. They can kill your stablecoin, at least here in the States. Won't surprise me. I do expect some fuckery. You know what I mean? I expect some fuckery. Oh, it's going to get spicy no matter what, for sure. There's going to be so many stablecoins. Matt Hogan also had tweeted out saying, expect it to be very difficult for these guys who are launching stablecoins to get adoption. That's good for us because they're going to have to find ways to incentivize it, right? Some kind of yield on holding these coins. They're going to have to, and we win. We win with the stablecoin wars here. We're going to win. Lord, you're right. Yeah, exactly. Scorpion, thank you, man. Yeah. I want to talk Pudgies. NFTs, finally. 9.6 million cross-chain sales yesterday. Awful. Terrible day for sales. Sellers down, buyers up, like that. Transactions up, average sale price down. Trade profits actually held. I'm shocked. We started the day at that, 200-ish thousand in the negative. We kind of remained there. It's great to see. I like that. And then top collections. Let's refresh that. Let's refresh that bad boy. Okay. Yeah, not much of a change here. Courtyard on top, 3 million sales. Damn. Wonder what they got cooking, some packs or something. Cutie, great to see you, man. Followed by D-Market. OMB, Hypeo. Dude, Hypeo are 1.2 ETH. They're going to be 2 plus ETH. Look at these. They're going to be 2 ETH. Hypeo is going to be 2 plus ETH. Incredible. You could have bought... Fuck, man. These were 0.1. I think the mint was a little under 0.1, and they sat at public mint for a while. And it felt like an obvious play. Maybe it wasn't. E-Rock, dude, no kidding. I mean, I've been staring at those for weeks. Again, yeah, I would if I could. And at this point, if I got one ETH, I'm going. Can't go wrong either way. I'm going Lil Pudgy. But also I stream. For me, it's a multiplier. But Hypeo is going to be legit. It already is. Paradise, Gilded Guardian Heroes, Scam Collection, Base Ape, Sorare, and I'll push Mad Lads. Yeah, into the top 10 there. There's a bunch of scammy shit out there. By the way, there's even more scammy shit that we wipe off the board. There's so much fuckery behind the scenes in NFTs. It's wild. And taking a look at top sales here. Going to refresh that too. Some OMBs on the board. Although, that looks like a red eye, and that's way too cheap, so that's probably another loan on Liquidium. So a $64,000 loan. Anything else noteworthy? This is a sale. There we go. $20,000 OMB sale. And these also, I believe, are loans, all these Quantum Cats. Dude, there's not a lot of, like, good, traditional NFTs moving. Like, not a lot at all. There's, like, no Pudgies. There's, like, no Bored Apes. Actually, dude, that's why I'm going to double check. I want to see if maybe that stuff's not tracking. Hang on. Do we have a single ETH? Hang on. Let me see. It feels weird. No, I wonder if something's not working right. Hang on. No Bored Apes or Pudgies in like, that doesn't seem right. Hang on. I hate finding broken shit live with you guys, but it is what it is. Build in public, Let's see. Oh, yeah. No, that's not right at all. Hang on. There was a little change we made on the site. It's actually a good change. There's no way that's been down for days, though. Hang on. There's no way. All right, let me go full screen. Sorry, I don't mean to be troubleshooting live with you guys, but there's no way. Let's try Bored Apes. What is today? Today's Friday? Bored Ape. And yeah, we filter out wash trades too. So like if numbers were low, sometimes it doesn't catch my eyes because if yeah, look at this. That's not good. Yeah, I gotta drop this on the team real quick. Apologies, sirs. Okay. I think that was it. Anyway, we made a cool change, and I'm trying to remember what exactly the change was, but it was basically to keep the leaderboard like live. And maybe something broke in the process. I'm shocked I didn't catch this earlier. Because I check this all the fucking time, but I assume like NFTs being slow. Yeah, like on any given day, I'm like, yeah, it makes sense if there's not a sale, kind of. Again, we filter out wash sales, but that ain't good. All right, told the team we'll get that working. I wonder which NFT collections on ETH were shown. We had like 700,000 in sales, though. Yeah, we'll dig into that afterwards. Let's keep going into NFTs here. Pudgy Penguins with some news. Love these fucking guys. Little Pudgy, speaking of the devil. Speaking of the little devils, dude announced they've got a new animation coming. Not surprised. This is not some bold prediction, but I've been saying for a while, they're going to have an animation. It makes too much sense. Of course they're going to have an animated series. And I thought maybe it'd be splashy and on Netflix or something. It's not. It's going to be on YouTube. So yes, we got a Lil Pudgy's animated show coming to YouTube. I love it. Let's see some details. Targeted at kids and this is going to be awesome, by the way. I can feel it in my plums. It's going to work. They're so cute. Targeted kids and families comedy show. Will sit on the Pudgy Penguins YouTube channel when it launches in the springtime. Get ready, like expect some stuff to ramp up around this too. Maybe that's when the ABS token comes out. Maybe it's probably more partnerships getting announced here. Series will follow 4 penguin roommates: Atlas, Eureka, Snowfia. Oh, I love that. And Springer. Dude, the cutest names you could even think of for these Pudgies. So, like, come on. They're so smart with this. They've got some marketing wizards here. Eureka, Snowfia. Come on. Springer. So good. Dude, it's so good. Really smart. Anyway, love that. Also, check this out, man. The title wasn't clickbait. I mean, it kind of is clickbaity. But Pudgy Penguins are teasing an actual rug. I will absolutely buy this thing. Check this out. Come on. How cool is that? Henry needs to buy one and put it in his store. Henry needs to buy one and put it in his store and sell it for Pengu. He should buy a bunch of them, like upcharge too. In fact, when I saw this, I was thinking, I'm like, Henry needs to find like an artist to work with, or somebody that can make this. He needs to sell like custom 1/1 rugs at his store and have like a little like a website, like an online storefront. And he needs to sell like NFT rugs. He needs to, man. He would make a killing. Oh, it's a dog bed? Is that a dog bed or a bed or a rug? Maybe it's both? Don't you guys think if Henry sold stuff like this, like worked with like, you know, like worked with people and like had made him custom rugs, don't you think people would buy that shit? I think they would. Well, I mean, Henry runs a rug store, you know? So it's perfect. He's got the rug store. Henry's got like people love Henry, and he's got like influence and people. You know what I mean? Like if he sold some custom rugs, people would buy them for sure, 1000%, no doubt about it. By the way, he's at ETH Denver. I wonder if he can check in. Yeah, I'm gonna ping him. Would love an ETH Denver check in. Oh man, I'm gonna get to my spicy story in a second here. I forgot about that. All right, I'm sorry. I just pinged Henry. Just seeing if he wants to check in with ETH Denver updates. Thank you. He's up. He's definitely because he's on Eastern time. I bet he didn't adjust to, you know, whatever their time. MetaMask and Pudgy Penguins. They had a little bit of a meetup, maybe a little collab, little party hangout yesterday, which is cool. But we got really cool news from MetaMask yesterday. Big updates, and actually the timing of it going along with the SEC dropping their case against Consensus, to me makes a lot of sense. So big MetaMask updates here. Dude, adopting Solana and Bitcoin support in the wallet. Dude, the Bitcoin thing's interesting. What if MetaMask ends up being a killer Bitcoin wallet, you know, for ordinals and runes and BRC20s, all that stuff? That'd be wild. But Solana too, that's awesome. They updated their logo. What else did they do? Updating the home screen. Love that. What is that? Multiple SRPs. What is an SRP? Oh, recovery phrases. Why would you want that? Just are they just saying import other wallets? Oh, I get it. Instead of having this big old list of stuff. I think that's what it means. Gas is going away. You're already able to pay for gas with a token you're swapping, but we're abstracting gas across the board. Soon, all your transactions will no longer require ETH, but instead you can pay for it with any token. That's cool. That's fucking cool. Oh, man, I like that a lot. Smart transactions saved. MetaMask users millions. Cool, whatever. I like the new logo, though, and I see some interesting speculation, by the way, which is... Oh, dude, interesting. I like this. Well, I like the debit card, credit card thing a lot. I see speculation that new logo might look perfect on a coin. I wonder. Anyway, they got a new MasterCard coming, which is awesome. But, oh, that's fucking cool, too. This little head, the little fox head. Dude, nice. Who thinks MetaMask is about to drop a token? Who thinks so? I think so. I do. I think they're going to drop a Fox token, a Mask token, a Meta, whatever it is. I think they're doing it. That is a great looking card too. That is a great looking card. I like it. Yeah, who thinks the token's coming? 1 for yes token coming, 2 for no chance. No chance wouldn't even make sense, would it? I don't think no chance would. Yeah, I don't think that even makes sense. I think there's a chance for anybody at this point. Anyway, I think that's super cool. A big update from Uniswap now, too. This is awesome. You can now off-ramp your crypto directly to your bank account, as in swap for USD. And, dude, all this drama about Coinbase lately and them locking people's funds, locking your account. Boobs, no idea. 3. Cheater. Did you... I feel like you did 3 because that looks like top-down boobs. I feel like that's why you did 3, to be honest. It just makes sense, you know? That math checks out. All right. Yeah, I knew it. Okay. You want to off-ramp, you go from your wallet to Coinbase or Binance or Kraken to your bank account. My biggest fucking fear is that my Coinbase account gets locked. Because I do sell my shit. I do. Smokey, what's up? Hang on. Good to see you, man. Did I miss a comment from you? Or are you just saying hello? Wait. Go look at Soul. Oh, Soul is back. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Yeah, dude. Yep. I don't know what happened here, but amazing. Let's see if the other boys follow suit. Which they're starting to. It's good shit. Man, I got to get that little Pudgy. I got to. Yeah, I still do. Like, I sell every fucking month. I hate it, dude. I sell my coins. I sell NFTs when I have to. I pay my bills with that stuff, and it's super fucking stressful. And dude, and when the market is like this, like it's always a reminder of how I need to be better at this stuff. Because when the market's like this, it's very, very yikes. You know what I mean? I didn't realize I had a couple more cents. You know, like the Bitcoin collection. I didn't realize I had 3 of those. Like I sold one a couple weeks ago, and I thought that was it. And I just went through one of my wallets that I know I looked through before, and I realized I had more. So I sold one yesterday. Had to. Fucking hate selling it when I know those things. I know cents are going to be 0.1 to 0.15, and I actually think they can be to 0.25. And it kills me to sell that shit. But yeah, no, I absolutely off-ramp because I need to, and it scares me to think that Coinbase any point can lock my account. If that happens, I'm in trouble. Like, I'm just in big trouble. So this Uniswap news for me is like, it's really good. Yeah, let's play this trailer, actually. This is awesome. 1 second. Dude. I don't know. I see that, and that's just like huge relief. It is. Cutie, it is. It really is. That Uniswap, man, that's huge. These dexes, dude. It's you know, I was gonna say it's dex season. It's not. It's more than that. I mean, there is a shift happening away from the centralized exchanges. Ha. Those bankless dudes crush. Modern market's gonna be the next bankless. And then it'll be my turn when I get this really ramping up. That's the goal. That big. And there's no reason we can't. There's no reason we shouldn't be doing that. Quickly, Azuki's new animation, the second, chapter 2. It's live. I might stream this later. We do a little watch-along thing. I'm going to be streaming a lot more, guys, by the way. Like, not even crypto stuff, too. I'm going to be streaming, playing Destiny. If any of you guys play Destiny, dude, hit me up. I'm gonna be streaming a lot. Like I'm ramping up the streaming. Not all crypto stuff. You know, we'll talk crypto during, but I'm gonna be playing Destiny on stream as often as I can. Especially when it's slow out there. If any of you guys play, dude, please hit me up. Would love to play with you guys. Any other games too, I guess, but Destiny's like my jam. Anyway, I'm going to do a stream of this. We'll do a little watch along. GG's to them. Mintify announced their Mint token. Pretty cool. Token's called Mint. It's going to be on Solana, access core functionality, and assets on Mintify. So you can buy stuff with Mint, staking rewards, discounts. Pretty cool. I don't hear people that are super bullish on this, by the way. Oh, Marvel Rivals is neat. I can't, dude. I mean, I'm a fucking boomer. And I can't keep up with the pace of Marvel Rivals. But you know what it is? Probably I played 4 or 5 matches. It's probably I just need to put more time in and get the feel. It is different, you know? No, didn't discuss Aave. No, it wasn't on my radar, which is not good. Should have been. Snoop Dogg launching a song on Hedera, which is kind of cool. Snoop Dogg's everywhere in crypto. Love that. And by the way, what Snoop Dogg does, everybody's going to be doing that at some point. It's all coming on chain. It's all coming on chain. Eliza Dow teasing something. I've been waiting for this because they've been talking about this a while, but a better way to do token launches, like a more fair way to do token launches, because we see tokens come out, everybody dumps, they move on to the next token. Team's fucked. Team doesn't have anything. They got nothing to work with. Ronan haven't played Destiny in a while. Dude, yeah, I connected with a buddy yesterday, an old great friend of mine. We used to play Destiny together, and we went through like first part of a dungeon, and I killed us, and we wiped, and game over. That shit's so fun, man. Destiny is finally in a really good spot again. Feels like awesome. It like as good as I could remember it. It's really in a good spot. Anyway, supposedly the Eliza DAO, the Eliza team, has some new way to launch tokens that maybe is more fair for everybody involved. I still think the Trump token did it like really well. But, you know, I know people don't like seeing insiders holding, 80% of the supply. Well, I'm looking forward to what they got for us. I don't know what it is, but that's coming soon. Whatever it is. I think that's it for us here. So now we're going back to NFTs. I'm going to share the story with you. I'm actually going to look at Lil Pudgy's, and I'm going to start thinking through what I can do to get a Lil Pudgy. Part of that is parting with stuff I do not want to part with, like my Claire Silver piece. This is not going to sell for 1.6 ETH. I wish it would. It will be worth that, by the way. It will. Like 1,000% for sure. These minted at an ETH. It's like the rarest trait. I've mentioned here before, in Claire's collections, if anybody didn't know, she's like one of the top AI artists. Has a piece at Christie's now that's expected to go like 40 to 60 grand. E-Rock, I'm going to do that here. Yeah, you're right. But I can't name them yet because we're going to have that conversation. I am going to tell you it might be a name you know. It might not. It's not a huge person, but it is somebody that's pretty like in the community, like pretty in the cabal kinda. And I shilled it on here before. So I'm not going to call it out yet till we have that conversation because maybe there's a plan, and I have a feeling it's going to be, hey, yeah, we're going to do it. We just can't yet. But, we're going to do it. And at that point, I got to decide, like, am I just being strung along? But, okay, Lil Pudgy. I'm tempted to drop this down to 1 ETH, and then that gets me a little pudgy. These minted for an ETH. The Qualia trait. So Claire Silver and her collections, again, top AI artist. Qualia is the trait she gives to her curated favorite pieces in the collection. And so you can see what the Qualia pieces have sold in this collection. 6 ETH, 1.75, 1.5, 1.8, 1.1, which is just above mint. That's very low. 2 ETH, 1.75, 2, 1.1, right? All of them over mint price. All of them. So I'm going to see if I can part with this, and I'd probably sell it for an ETH just to straight up go get a little pudgy. And I believe, guys, I believe an art cycle's coming, Like, I believe a very strong art cycle's coming. And I think this will go for 5 ETH at that point. But because, like, for my streaming guys, I finally connected my Pengu, like, got the role in their Discord. So now I get a multiplier on my points. I've been missing that for the past month. But I want the multiplier from the little pudgy, too. Yeah. And that's the thing. If the upside on the little, like, I also think that's, 3, 5 ETH at some point. And I think this will do the same. But it's the multiplier on the XP. I do think if you push and stream and really get in the abstract ecosystem, I do think it's a big payday coming, like 6 figures potentially. I do. I think you guys should stream. I think you guys should push in that ecosystem. I really do believe that. So for me, a little pudgy, I think, gives me a better opportunity. specifically with XP. Yeah, I really, really fucking want to get one. I've got like 0.2 ETH. So I got to come up with like 0.7. That Clear Silver will do it. And the other thing I have to work with that I don't want to sell, but again, it's just I got to do what makes the most sense. It's the only other thing I have of value. I guess I got a V1 Punk. I can't sell that. I guess I could, but man, I do not want to. I have a Project Eon. I got a Project Eon, which is like 0.4. I'd be taking a little loss. I bought that at 0.7. But at 0.4 plus my 0.2, and then I need to come up with like 0.3, 0.4 more, which I think I can do by selling those cents that I have, right? So I can sell those extra couple cents. It's not very liquid right now, but there is a few sales a day, so I can get rid of them if I want. But I think via that, either the Clear Silver or the Project Eon plus selling. I actually got a bunch of honey badgers, but I love them too much. But I could sell a couple of these cents, and I think I could get there. And I really want to make that a now thing. Like, I want to make that move today, tomorrow, like immediately. That needs to happen. So that's the play. That's the fucking play. All right, so on the Bitcoin side, again, I'm not going to name the project yet. And some of you guys might know. Okay, so a year ago, like last April, there was a contest. Yeah, I don't want to sell the V1. Gravity, good morning, bro. Great to see you. Okay, last April, contest in a Discord. Make content for this upcoming thing. And we're going to pick the best content. Winner is going to get a Node Monk. So, yeah, so I did it. I made content. I spent a whole afternoon on it. I spent longer than that because I actually did a couple versions of it. And, you know, there's retakes and there's a little light editing, but there's like the prep research. I mean, all in all, it was hours. And no matter what, a Node Monk is worth more than the time you put into something like this, unless you're putting in a month of work. I guess Node Monks were ridiculous and still are, what, $4,000 or $5,000? Boobs, I bet you'll get in. I bet you'll get in. Just take a little time, but I bet you'll get in. Anyway, so I did the work and I won. Now, it wasn't announced publicly that I won. The person DM'd me to say, hey, you won. Congrats, man. And he didn't want to announce it yet because they weren't ready to roll out, you know, whatever. Like the next phase was not, you know, happening yet. And I'm like, that's fucking awesome, dude. Like crazy. And the cool thing is I told my buddies and people know that I won. And, you know, I've got screenshots from, you know, the DM and stuff too. Actually, it wasn't even said in the DM. But, you know, at this point, reputation matters. If I told like my brother and some friends that I won, everybody knows I legit won. And there's other people who entered the contest too, so they know there's never been an announcement of a winner too. So yeah, that was probably March, April of last year. When is Easter? It was because I remember I didn't go out to do an Easter thing with a family, right? Where there was like a Easter egg hunt. I didn't go because I was doing this thing. So I guess that's April. And anyway, months go by, and I'm like, whatever, it's fine. And in that time, I bought a Node Monk. And as it's getting closer to this next project release, I'm like, okay, that's coming up. I think it's going to line up with this because it's like a educational video about it. And I'm like, okay, fuck it. Let me sell my Node Monk that I bought because I'm up a little bit. And I was trying to see if I can flip because I have to make money here. I have to. I'm like, and I got a Node Monk coming, so you don't need two. So I sold it. That project comes out. No announcement of winner, no Node Monk. And here and there, I ping them. I'm like, hey, what's going on with this? In fact, I'll tell you what the replies were. And the first reply should have been my warning. Actually, it wasn't even the first. This is back in September. Hey, whatever happened to the Node Monk prize for blank? The reply, we're still waiting on delivery of Monkey. Once arrived, we'll ship. Don't worry. That was it. And I let that go now for months. September, end of September. But okay, October 1st is when I got that reply. So October, November, December, January, February. Wait, October. Okay. That was 5 fucking months ago. I let that go for 5 months. I give a lot of time for that Node Monk to arrive and then be shipped. Like, what the fuck waiting for a Node Monk to arrive? What? So very clear to me at that point, you don't have it. It's very fucking obvious. And at this point, I'm not getting pushy because I don't want to hear the words of, yeah, we're just not going to do it. Like, I'm hoping it happens. And so yesterday I messaged again, hey, what's the update with the Node Monk? I think we're going on 10 months since the contest was announced, maybe 5 months since that project launched. Actually, at this point, it's 6 months since that project launched. And the reply is probably best to hop on a call tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be a no, right? I don't know if he's going to say you're not getting it. I feel like if it was that, it would just be, I don't know. But what I do know for sure is I told people they could buy into this project too. I actually promoted the main project because they were doing other Node Monk giveaways. Yeah, George, it'll be today. I think that conversation will be today. And depending on the answer, I'm going to tell him this too, by the way, like I'm about to say here. I promoted this publicly because I believed in it and because this project was promoting very specific things that if you hold this asset, we're doing this thing. And so I told people, I'm like, guys, you should buy this. I did. I don't think there's any legal consequences, by the way. I don't think there's anything. Like, it wasn't very public. It was all done in Discord. Like, it was all done in Discord, as in, hey, we're going to do a project here. We're not in the announcement channel, but in the, like, general channel. And I'm going to check and see if he's deleted it. If not, I still have some screenshots. And again, the trust thing, people know that the contest, I have the video still. And my friends and, you know, like, I don't think I have to worry about people thinking I made this up. But I told people they should buy into this project because I believed in it and because they had contests coming out and they were giving away more Node Monks. That was the big thing. They were going to give away tons, like, I think in total it was like 10 Node Monks. I don't think they're a legal business. Well, actually there is, and I don't think it is anymore, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's a legal business more than it's just a project from a guy. It's not like a company. I don't think it's that. Yeah, so I don't think there's, if he wanted to just say, fuck you, I'm just not giving away anything, wouldn't matter. But he's got a reputation in the space, and it wouldn't be great for his reputation. And also, I don't think very highly of the Bitcoin ecosystem and the characters there. I don't. And by the way, it's a lot of business professionals and guys with a lot of money. It is, and I think there's a lot of sketchy people. Like, when there's like, there's guys who think that like they're, and I'm not talking about this guy in particular. There's just guys who think they're hot shit because they're Bitcoin dudes and they got money and they don't give a fuck about people. There's just something, I get a bad vibe all over the Bitcoin ecosystem, all over. And you guys know, I'm like the biggest Bitcoin bull. I don't have a good vibe from a lot of the stuff there. But anyway, there were multiple Node Monk giveaways, multiple. And I think there were supposed to be 10 in total. And I think they've only done 2. I think they've done 3 so far out of the 10. But I told people, buy this because they're doing Node Monk giveaways and it's such a small collection. Your odds are great. And so ultimately, point there is, yeah, Iraqi has to. He definitely draws it out. Like, I'll go sometimes weeks with no reply. And there's too many people that know this as well. Like, I've got a friend who probably you guys know the name, and he's pretty big in certain ecosystems. He knows I won as well, and he's tried to, ask questions. Oh, I think he's going to tell me it's still coming. I just can't right now or something. Like, that's what I think is going to happen. But I just think it gets drawn out forever till, whenever. I don't know. But anyway, I am going to tell him that I'm still going to wait. Whatever his answer is, if he says it's coming, but I need to wait for this, I don't have money, whatever it is, I might say, hey, still, I'm probably going to have to talk publicly and name names because I told people to buy in this for the other contests. And if my contest from a year ago isn't happening, or you're saying it's happening down the road, and then I told these people to buy into a thing for that reason too, and they're never going to get it. So I don't know. It's frustrating. I really want a Node Monk, and it's not like I want it to flip it. Like I'm a collector. I want one before they're out of reach. And I can't, look, $4,000 is a lot of money. I can't afford it. I can't. I don't have anything I could sell to even get that. And so I'm bummed because the opportunity I had where I did have one and it was in my wallet, I made a mistake and I sold it like I shouldn't have, but I did because I expected this one was coming. I thought this guy, and maybe still high integrity, could trust. Well, maybe I can, but it's, to me, I really do look at this right now as it comes from there or I don't have one, period. Otherwise it's like, yes, I know I could sell the V1 Punk and get that. And that'd be the only option. That's the only thing I have worth, anything in that ballpark. I think the only stuff I've got that's, well, and again, let me make this super, super fucking clear. I love the shit I got, and I'm very fortunate with what I got too. I have a Quantum Cat, right? If I really wanted, I could sell the Quantum Cat and get it. But just separating it all and, you know, putting in the work and winning that contest, it's a pretty big fucking bummer. That's you said it perfectly. That's what it is. That you said it fucking perfectly. Prideful, disingenuous. Man, don't do a contest when you don't have the shit in hand. You know what I mean? Like, don't fucking do that. That's crazy. I think I saved screenshots from the Discord too of like the announcement of the contest. People asking about, you know, did somebody win, and then being like, yeah, we'll announce, you know, whenever. I think so. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I will update you guys either way. And I'll definitely drop names if it's not a good response or good enough. And if I feel like I'm just being jerked around, I'll drop names. At some point, I'll be like, fuck it. I don't care if I get it now. Because I told people to buy into the collection. I believed in it. It was one of my favorite collections. Like, I really, really liked it. I don't now. Yeah, and I don't think I like it at all anymore. In fact, I think they had other phases of the collection too that other people also bought in. Not that I didn't suggest they did, but I think basically everybody feels like they've been jerked around there. And again, I will name names. And I'll actually, if I get to that point too, I've got maybe some other insights too, that from other dealings, I might have more to share. I'll put it that way. So we'll see. Anyway, he might get that nasty side of me that comes out, and hey man, all it took was just kind of keeping your word or not making promises that you can't actually fucking follow through with to not see that. And maybe he don't care, but I think he does. All that said, I actually think he's a good guy. This probably stresses him the fuck out. I know it would for me. You know what it probably is? He probably got caught up in the excitement and the money making. And you know what? When I say I don't know if he's got the money to do it, I know he made a lot of money here. I know he did. So there's almost to me no excuse. But I also get this really dangerous position you can get in where you don't think it's ever going to end. And so you're promising a thing that you can't do right now, but you assume you can do it soon. You know, it's like you see these gamblers who just get in a deep hole. It's kind of like that, just promising a thing that you just assume you're going to be able to do, and he can't. And I bet he feels like shit. I bet he does. Lord, thank you, dude. I bet he feels fucking awful. Like, I don't think he's a bad guy, but I don't care. Give me my goddamn node monk. You know, 10 months is a long time to wait. Okay, did we have anything else we wanted to hit on here? Let me see here. We got the spaces coming up. I don't know if we're going to have the audience come up and chat too. I hope we do. That'd be a lot of fun. But spaces coming up in an hour and 15 minutes. Canaan Ventures and Crypto Slam. I'm not sure if I'm going to be on the Crypto Slam account or on my Hudah account, but come listen in if you want to hear what's going on. I can't wait to hear from them what they're building. I am like, man, I just love the AI stuff so much. I told you I'm learning so much too. Yeah, I love it. I fucking love it. All right, let me go peek at comments one last time. Peek at the market one last time too. God damn, I so hope I can grab a little this weekend. I really do need to consider letting the V1 go. I don't want to. Ideally, I drop this down to 1 and it moves. Like if this, like some people who watch her collection, man, grabbing one of these at mint price is like a huge steal. So like maybe I even drop it to like 1 1/4 just to get that locked in. And it's basically swapping this for a little Pudgy. That's it. That multiplier would be sweet. I don't think that's a bad play. And then maybe Lil's fall to like 0.8. 0.75. There's still a chance. There's some opportunities, but I want that multiplier, man. I'm hungry for the Pengu shit. I'm hungry for the abstract drop. That's what I'm hungry for. I had somebody, might be watching now, but got me extra fired up this morning about it. Like, the abstract drop for content creators, I think, is going to be legit. Like Lucas said, content creators are going to make more money than they've ever made in crypto. He said that. And that doesn't mean a couple $1,000. You know what I mean? I think he's talking about like 6 figures. Like, that sounds crazy, but I think he's talking 6 figures for content creators, which is wild. And there's not a lot of them. I want it, dude. I really fucking want it. And that penguin will help. The little Pudgy will help. That's it. But forgot this. I don't know if you saw, but this beautiful piece of world-class art sold for 54 ETH. Look at that. My goodness, we've come so far. It's from Botto. It's an AI piece. In fact, you know what? This goes on the afternoon show. Unfucking real. And I get it. It's because I'm assuming this is Botto learning to code, right? We saw some pieces sell like a couple weeks ago, and they don't look good, but it's an AI. I don't know if it's an LLM, but it's an AI that is learning how to code like generative stuff. So it probably did this in code. That's probably code, and it's just like a milestone for that Botto thing. Thank you, man. Appreciate the pangu. So anyway, 54 fucking ETH for that. Please, for the love of God, then look at the Claire Silver and grab that for much less. We'll see. I'm going to lower that. I think I'm going to, just to get it moving, I think 1.25. I know for fucking sure this art market's going to cook, and this will be 5. I know. I mean, I'm very, very sure about that. 5. Qualias. Okay. Guys, hit me up for real if anybody is, especially Destiny. Please play Destiny. Please don't make me play something else. But if there's any games you guys want to do and are down to have it streamed, let me know. I'm definitely going to do Destiny. I'm down to try some other shit. More of that streaming on Abstract. And, hang on. Ethos has got some invites coming out. I like Ethos. I like some of these new platforms, by the way. Quacks. That Quacks whatever platform. I like that. It's like a new Kato. But I like Ethos, like a thing that's like your social score, like a reputation system. I like that. I really like that stuff. If anybody has an invite for this, please hit me up. But I really want to get on there. Okay, 2 p.m. Eastern time. We got a lot coming up. Okay, 2 p.m. Eastern time. We've got the Swarm Report. AI show. Keep it to about 30 minutes here. Talk about the market, happenings in AI. I talked to Bunchu, the creator of Billy Betts. Next week, he's going to come on the show, so I can't wait for that. Awesome fucking guy. So yes, the dev behind Billy Betts will be on the show next week. What else? Again, the space is coming up in an hour. And then this weekend, guys, if you didn't know, I also stream on the weekend. I do that on my personal channel. I'm going to shill it here, whatever. But I stream that over on Inside NFTs. So you can catch there or watch on Abstract, whatever. But Saturday and Sunday, that starts at like 8 a.m. and sometimes 3, 4, 5 hours. It's a long one, very casual, just hanging out, shooting the shit. Might launch a spaces with it too, so you guys can come up and chat too, because I love chatting with you guys. But otherwise, I'll see you at spaces, and I will see you after that at the Swarm fucking report. One last check here at crypto. Dare I look? Oh, man, not bad. Not bad. Are we maybe looking at a very quick look? Whatever happens, I don't think any of this downside is going to last long at all. Again, like our pattern after halvings kicks in. There's just so many. And again, the global money supply is just such a big factor. I think we're fine. And I think we're fine in the short term here. So we'll keep an eye on this stuff, guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out on the Abstract side. Guys, very generous in general with the Pengu and the kind words today. You guys are very fucking awesome. See you in a bit, guys. Hope your day is great. And I'll keep you updated with a Node Monk that better work out. We'll see. Anyway, we'll see you guys. Peace.